So first off, we're going to look at motion. This is exactly what you should see when you start a new Scratch project. Hopefully you've logged in, because then it will auto-magically save all of your work and we can give it a name. I'm going to call this one motion because I just don't have the imagination at the moment. We've got Felix the cat, and we will look at changing to different animals at a later date. But the idea right now is for me to show you some of the basic motion blocks that can be used so that you can get familiar with them by playing with them yourself, and then in a couple of sessions time we'll have enough to start making a game. So with Scratch, any of these blocks can be clicked. If I click on the move 10 steps, Felix moves 10 steps. If I do it again, you can see him moving again. Let's turn him through 15 degrees. He points down because we have a clockwise arrow. If you aren't sure what a clock face looks like, now is the time to go and find one of those old-fashioned dials. Let's move him, and he moves down each click in the direction. Let's turn him back and he can point up and we can click. So we can make things happen. We can turn him upside down. All of a sudden Felix is dancing on the ceiling. And we can turn him back. We could even change the number to 90 degrees. Let's try a random position, which is literally as it sounds. It just moves anywhere. And you can see here that we have some options like go to mouse pointer. Now, because this mouse pointer was over here, Felix has moved all the way over there. And if you just want to reset where he is, you can just click on him. That's a click, hold, and drag. And you can move him back to where you want him to be. There's also a grid that goes on in the background, and I'll cover that at a later date. But if you wanted him to go right to the middle, we could set go to 0, 0, and that would be the middle. If I wanted Felix to move 100 dots across, that's X, because this is X and this is Y, but we'll be covering that in detail at a later date. I'll get him to go to XY, that's 50. Let's get him to go back to 0 and 0. Now, some of you may know that I am a glider pilot, so I'm very keen on gliding. Let's give this one a try. Ooh, smooth. But if I wanted him to go to, say, minus 90, minus 90, I can get him to glide, and let's make that a little bit slower. Let's make that 3 seconds. Oh, gliding, smooth, Felix, smooth. As well as turning, we can get Felix to point in various directions. Now I click in this box and I can change. And I click like this and Felix is suddenly in space. He's upside down again. But as I said, we will be covering the details of the coordinates and which way Felix is pointing later on. Now, if I ask Felix to point towards the mouse pointer, he turns on his head. And point towards the mouse pointer is the only option, but this one is very useful when you want something to follow you around the screen. Now, as well as go to XY, and let's get Felix pointing in the right direction. Let's get Felix back in the center. That's 0 and 0. We can individually change different values, but for now I would like you to concentrate just on having a play with these different sections here. Good luck. You have your mission.